Setting up the full A execute early. 1 smoke, 4 flashes, 2 molotovs to clear the early angles. Sensei, interestingly, not going to be smoked off in towards CT. Still really doesn't want to contest the angle. Instead, going to let Engine take first contact and already dinked down in the jungle. As the defuse kit, needs to be a little bit conscious of that as well. 3-man take into CT being lined up with the last of the T-side utility. Couple of players there to face, but Imor and Engine now to start making their own offensive. Engine already tagged down low as Major does get the first return damage of the round. Stomp brought down to just 2, but a nice dink converted on well. The second onto Paz, and Izako Boars are doing it. 3, make it 4 in quick succession. A lonely Imor stuck by the staircase. His teammates annihilated all around him. Yes, Mono is on 16 HP. Yes, Stomp has got 2, but it's going to be consolation frags where he can find them for the CT side. Seeing if anybody else will betray themselves. Nice second shot from him. Or does pick up the defuse kit. If he can maybe hang on to that into the next round, that would be pretty fantastic. Smoke as well.
The problem is right now, they might be walking into a straight-up A stack. Now, Palace out ramp not going to have any kind of extra angle to come from. Instead, directly into the guns. They need to try and get these entries. And for the initial few kills, at least, it wasn't happening. Eventually, though, trades come through the rifles. They start to succeed. And oh, what? Palace was under the entire time. I didn't even realize that. Too focused on the action to have a look at the radar. Just gets 2 quick shots popped off.
1 molly to get into this A site. They need to clear Engine out of Palace, but they haven't got the utility to do so. And as Sensei takes out Tao in mid, there's nobody immediately there to trade. You can see on the minimap, Hyper's starting to think about making his way out of mid, but with the bomb on the A ramp, he needs to be a little bit quicker than this. Paz playing up close and personal is a risky angle, and he will be punished for it. Engine, of course, though, still nestled in towards Palace, and this is where that split looks to become a reality. Imor spots out the connector player, though, and Sensei gets his second of the round now. They swing into the Org. Only the 1, and the Palace player's found as well. Izako Boars trying to make something of this and leaving just Major in the 1v2. Clean 1-tap to deny him the final frag he would have required. 29 HP separating Sangal in round number 4.
Well, we know Major's been around for a long time. He's got that experience, and, well, he's actually going to go ahead and just peek in through the angle in apps. And while he does land, it's not going to quite get the kill. But that's going to pretty much take Stomp out of kind of contention of being the man to look for those opening frags. And it's Paz who gets 2 on mid. Given a little bit of time to start backing away before Tao actually hunted in for the trade frag. And
Sensei playing a rough angle here, but Stomp King low on HP, spotted out. The double spray down, the quad kill from Paz, and Engine will just mop up the remaining. This time, though, CT side mixing it up with the underpass aggression. Bialy is ready for this as well. Paz will be the first to fall prey to him. Imor now stuck in the underpass. And as he loses his connector control to Engine, this is falling apart very quickly indeed. Sangal offering up some free kills to start this round off. Just falling apart in that round.
Absolutely decimated. I'm honestly, I don't... So I would imagine that they might decide to pull that back through and hopefully shut Izako Boars down now before they can get anything built up.
Just a standard A hit coming in at the moment for Izako Boars. 2 in the ramp, 2 in Palace. That molly's going to cause some problems, though, as the Orpus starts to creep his way out. Mono's got the bomb, and he's gone early, spotted out in no man's land, and a freebie comes through. Early man advantage found. Quickly traded back by Stomp on the ramp, however. The Orp still having impact. Minute and 5 left on the clock. Flashes being exchanged over the top. They're determined to try and get somewhere near that bomb. Nice molly, but Sensei continues to pick them off. Tao, nice swing, gets the refrag. 3 on 3 now. Bomb actually recovered by Bialy. They can look to rotate this back around. Paz taking huge damage through the smoke as well. Engine on half HP, incredibly isolated. Major hoping for a timing as the smoke fades, and he'll get it. The Orc pick onto Tao, connects, and Bialy and Stomp left to try and find a 2 on 3.
Bialy creeping forward, hoping to maybe catch Engine or whoever is towards under. And, well, it's confirmed eventually as he gets bullets in his back. Stomp trying to flank him from above, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Even if he gets that 1 kill, he just doesn't have time to get the bomb and get it planted.
Gets them some purchase. It definitely feels like Sangal just getting the better of some of these 1v1s. That time, though, Stomp King through the fading flash, and Hyper with the second pick. Major definitely not expecting that secondary AWP, so, well, I'll have to eat my words because it works out absolutely perfectly. Early 3 on 5 established for Izako Boars.
Yeah, again, the problem is there's still loads of money there for Sangal. Sensei has over 10,000 before this round even ends, nearly 11k, so he'll be able to drop easily enough over to Major and Paz. Perhaps with that, even 7 could be available for Izako Boars. Definitely possible. There's 1 kill at least for Sensei. I mean, no way.
If Engine swung there, it was a freebie, but I think he was a little bit worried about losing his own AK.
that was more in the early rounds. They've definitely been favoring B a little bit more since then. Engine, though, he's probably going to get caught running back to the spawn. No! Actually manages to find that kill on Hyper. Bit of a whiff. It was the Galil as well, to be fair, but, well, that should pretty much confirm right now what's going on. They spotted one player trying to move back a little bit. I guess the hold the flank, obviously, they had one pushed fully through. In theory, there could still be a little bit of presence around mid, as we're seeing from Bayali. So they can't really rotate everyone off of A, and Sensei's being caught instantly. His head is dropped, rather, by Bayali. That's going to be good to pull one back, but at this point, I think the goal should be to stay alive. He has a teammate who can work from around ramp and ensure that they can't actually cross to that bomb site to get the bomb down. And as you see, as it hits 10 seconds, that they just can't really do anything about this anymore. It was basically B or nothing. That's why I was surprised when they went through under.
Nothing more they can really do about it. We see utility flooding in again. Engine just going to wander and over the top of the molly. Stomp can't spot him out. A freebie. To start the round off, Hyper will be able to recover the AWP at the very least, but Engine's going in again, and he's killed both the players with the AWP in the opening 2 frags of the round. It's falling apart already.
Doesn't really seem like it's going to do a lot, though. They've just got one player making sure they're not going to get flanked through the window, and they've still got 3 of these players situated on A, with a flash going in for Engine. Indeed, finding himself the turret. That's the hat-trick, and perhaps more to come his way as another peek comes out, and while he will eventually fall, there shouldn't really be much of an issue now with Paz here alongside his teammates to follow up against Bayali, who's actually got his 2nd kill now. This is getting a little bit scary. Pinned in, though, with 31 health. Surely no chance of making this work, as he keeps on getting kills to try and prove me wrong.
He's already here and thinking about the flank, thinking about cutting those rotations out. Stomp faces and a very clean headshot makes it 4 on 5. They've got the site, but Hyper is still alive on short, still doing damage. Finally, he goes down, and that bomb looks to be planted in the 4 on 4.
With a bit of damage at least done in Izako Boars' favor, and they do have the kit and a flash to work with there on Bayali. Still going to need to move quick, and as you know, those Glocks and P250s can be difficult once you close the distance, so they want to try and tap these heads at range. And there's another from Stomp, getting himself a quick pick as he moves through Kitchen. Tries to give the space now for his teammates to get up close, and it is working in their favor. Headshots being collected. It is all on Engine. He's going to be the one to clutch it out, and as he gets the first kill now, he has this time to play up in the apps. Problem is, Bayali actually has the kit, so he's just looking to stick it, and Tao just about finds the frag with the last bullet in the mag.
Bayali been fantastic at getting those CT aggressions working out, and Paz over the top of that missed smoke is going to be found by Stomp. Bayali does kill his own teammate, though. Keeps it competitive. That nade will trade it down, and good damage onto Major as well, keeping the man advantage working for the CT side. 3 on 4 now for Sangal. This is going to be such a rough fight for them on the T side of things. The barrel of that AWP will give him away. He's going to clear the close angle, though, and hits the quick shot. Levels things out, and now really looking to up the pace into that B bomb site. Bomb leads the way. He's going to get his timing, though. Imor is not looking to clear this site whatsoever. They don't expect him to be here. They tap it for the 1-for-1. And 2 on 2, they'll look to reset and get that bomb down. 20 seconds left on the clock as they plant it.
Major, though, or rather Sensei in a position here that might not be expected, although he's currently himself not expecting Bayali to be coming through. Gets both of those frags with ease. Going straight into the A hit, though. This is kind of surprising. Again, they know they've been doing pretty good damage, but the nades are still there for Izako Boars, so they're going to be able to drop mollies, drop flashes, delay this push, and with that likely allow rotations to come through to support this hold on the A bomb site. They do have a man trapped, Emor. Noting the one in sandwich, the molly held him down, and then the transfer onto Tao. Not too sure if he had spotted him on the radar or something, but he was pretty certain there was a man around that smoke.
That transfer, disgusting. And the problem now is 3 on 5. How hard do they commit? They get 2 quick frags. That might well bait them in. Mono and Hyper trying to make this one a reality in the 3 on 3. Molly's to flush the angles, but Paz is quick on the headshot. There's the trade frag. Hyper down to single digits now on 7 HP. Has Sensei for company. Orpa misses his first shot, though, and Paz has to go out the smoke as a result, and now bomb not planted for him. Sensei, he's done. There's nothing more he can do. Somehow a 3 on 5 retake is a reality that Izako Boars find themselves living in. 14.
Sangal, 10 rounds in a row now they've dropped. They need 5 in a row of their own if they want to take this into an overtime. It seems pretty much out of reach considering how it has gone so far, and it might just be with Stomp again kicking things off. Or rather, taking his turn to get the open and kill around mid. 2 more players up close already that they do need to be cautious of. I was going to say Bayali nearly getting caught in connector, tossing out some nades, but he will fall back off and just throw some flashes. But Engine, timing to catch Tao on the bomb site. Trade not quite available. And suddenly we end up in a 3 on 3, but the damage, I was going to say, at least favor on Izako Boars, but not anymore.
2 on 3. Lurk going in. Hyper not catching the vision of Engine. So he makes his way close to the murder hole, and I don't think he's going to expect the man as a result. Still wins the fight. Engine turns at the last possible second. The flashbang baiting him into it. Out on short with that AWP. Spots them jumping out the window for the first, and now it is all on Imor. In that 1v2, rotation starting to come in. He's tried to make his way out. He's got onto the site at the very least. Flashes blinding up Hyper as he tries to get his own way out into the 1v1. Imor out on an island on short. He's going to try and recover the AWP, but with 13 seconds left, can Hyper catch him in transition? He's going to make his way through the murder hole. Molotov to try and force him into a new angle as Imor has to get that bomb down now, and he's planting open. It's a free execution, and it will be Izako Boars taking their map pick. There's going to be plenty of presence there to meet them. Mono also swinging the mid angle. I mean, this is crazy. Surely over-aggression at its finest, but Stomp and Mono making the most of it, connecting 2 clean headshots to open things up. And Izako Boars find themselves with an early 3 on 5. Is at least going to be traded down for 1 as Major does find something from that banana lurk. But the man advantage still there for the CT side.
On the other hand, though, it is still a nice crossfire that's set up between the pit and the site itself, so they do have a chance to try and pick off just a couple, hopefully keep the advantage in favor of Izako Boars, and, well, let's see if it can be done. Mono's going to be the first point to contact at the head instantly of Major. Will try and put himself on top of the box then and is punished by Paz. But again, a man in the pit who's at the very least wasting time right now and is just going to try and stay alive to give them this extra angle during the retake. And as you can see, to take pretty much all of the attention as he pulls them towards him, jumps around reloading, and Paz is screwed. Nothing to be done as Stomp manages to come away with 3 from the pit somehow, and he should have been dead, let's be real. Sangal, though, they'll look to put a stop to it, and he just charged the banana. Actually nearly catches Bayali by doing a lot of early damage. Almost nading himself then afterwards as well as Bayali dropped the nade off his teammate's foot. But look at this stack in apartments. Absolutely no hope for Sangal. Somehow Engine had initially bypassed the 2 players in the halls by coming through the bedroom. Not sure how he hadn't been spotted, but either way, they end up finding his teammate in the meantime as well. And now it's a 2 on 5. All go back towards B, which is normally where you try and take things when you're at a disadvantage here on Inferno, but it's not going to be easy. They need clean entries, and a 1-for-1 in this case is not that.
How low HP will at least give 1 away, and Sensei pivoting will get a second through the smoke, looking to make this expensive if nothing else. He's going to have his chance here from behind the new boxes. 2 players looking to swarm onto the site. Hyper sticks the bomb, and he's got no defense. His teammate not looking the right way. He's got to come off that bomb, and now that's the round. Surely Sensei looking to spam him down. He's got to stick this defuse now. He's got such little time, and the spray down will connect. Sangal with the miracle. The first rifle buy goes their way. They lose everything in making it a reality, but they do get the round on the board. Imor is making his presence known. Banana very early on. Counter flashes coming through as well. Both CTs on the corner. 4 though, flashed full blind. Just about connects the spray. Bialy down to 19, but he does get the better of the first man.
To see now how this goes. Smoke down, trying to block off Stomp, should be successful. I hear the molly being tossed over as well, likely into quad, and that is going to be burning Mono. He is in a lot of trouble. Stomp at least able to get 1 with that spam through the smoke, but he pays the price as the tracers come true.
Trying to flush him off these early angles from the new boxes. He will be flashed in. They look the wrong way. Gets the first on the spray down. Now just needs to buy time. Can't find the second. But with 6 seconds left, if they can deny the bomb, the round is done. Plant looking to go down. Engine punishes the first swing, but the second will connect for both. Bomb goes down. Finances will be recovered as a result for the T side, but
that is a weird call.
It's a brave one. More bravery coming in, but Engine's here to punish. Takes the dink, goes down to 2 HP. Stomp, yes, he's rotating in, but he's going to be too little, too late. The CT smoke's going to keep him out of this fight. The coffin smoke might even keep Bialy out. Flashes over the top. Rotations coming in as quickly as they can. Spray through the smoke, good for 1. Dink on the second, and the second conversion. All the damage by Tau. He may finally be dealt with just a little too enthusiastic. And the problem is it's unconfirmed damage at this point. Engine on 2, Imor on 11, Major on 48. Stomp's AWP really means most of those HB bars do not matter whatsoever. Fading smoke. Imor takes the first contact. Wallbang will connect. And now 2 banana players set up to try and deny this retake from the CT side. Both low on HP. Engine with just 2 health needs a clean scout connection, and there it is. Spots out the AWP and finds him as well. 4th round on the board for Sangal. Now they'll look to re-peek into the angle. No, now they'll take the banana control. That molly leaves a man out in no man's land, and Sensei will be punished. That's one of the high HP players found early, an AK recoverable.
You've got the ability, rather, to hold 1 player out of position. If you can get Moto smoked off, Hyper and Kritik will be kept out of bounds for a moment. They are not really following up behind those smokes very quickly. Initial kill on Engine is he jumped out apps. It gives plenty of time for players to position in towards the pit and site. And although one kill has come back through from Sangal, so much time is being wasted. And with the damage already done, it is easy pickings for Hyper.
They'll have no idea that they're so exposed to the library player. He'll be able to line them up. Clean execution for the first. Doesn't actually check for more. So Bialy, whilst in trouble, won't go down and will actually be able to find the trade. Now Mono, though, on the headshot angle, gets the dink and not quite the kill. Bialy left alone, trying to spray it down. Too many targets, not enough time. Doesn't really get any damage at all. And as a result, it's going to be a 6th round on the board. Again, that economy for Izako Boars starts to become an issue. Again, they have to concede the save.
So I think so far they're doing a pretty good job with these 2 weapons being saved. Hyper buys for himself. They can get the drop into Mono and Bialy.
They've spotted men out in this angle before. They've punished from it before. Hyper's actually going to go through the smoke, and Sensei might get the free backstab. In fact, Hyper gets the first, and now they know he's in these apartments. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Mono swings in for the second. Hyper gets yet more done from the apps, and the bomb's so isolated in the boiler. If they can clear out this pit player in the form of Paz, it should all be done, and Bialy catches a beautiful timing to do so.
The coach stepping in, and as I had said back on Mirage, stepping up as well. They'll eventually fall to Emor, who knew that he was ratting around somewhere there on second mid. Problem is, he goes back towards Banana, stump up on the wall, ready with the op. Sangal currently on an 11 win streak on this map.
Stomp going to be isolated by this aggression up Banana, trying to play the timings inside the smoke. They're going to spam him down, gets the no-scope for 1. Really all you could ask of the AWPer in such an isolated position to find that early 1-for-1 trade. It will mean that Sensei can get his hands on it. Oh, the timings in play right now are going to be ridiculous. Engine gets caught. Hyper now has to get out of dodge quickly to keep that man advantage and manages to do so. Retreats up short to keep it 3-on-4 as the bomb will go down and that retake will look to become a reality. 1 full set of nades to get them into this site as well. Sensei a little bit stuck on the site itself with the AWPers. Imor does show his hand early. Can't quite connect the headshot he was after. But the Grave player not really expected. Clean shot from Major to level things out. And now that utility starts to dump down Tau. Nothing he can do as the molly keeps him interested. Bialy does well to get 1, but Imor quickly trades. Tau low HP is out on an island, and Mono, he's got to give this a go. It's last round of the half, but Grave and mini pit. The crossfire is perfect. 8-7 at the half. Armored CZ on a tight angle as well. Opportunity to absolutely farm here, and he's going to get it. First one runs in. Nice trade for 1. Paz is there to keep it in the ascendancy. Dink comes in from Tau, but he's got bomb. Got to be careful. Nice conversion. That's the A-bomb site open. They've got 1 on the lurk as well in the form of Hyper. Do want to get him over to this A site sooner rather than later, however, because already Major is round the corner, trying to cause as much havoc as possible. Yet to get the bomb down as well on this T side. Or Hyper, he's heard those footsteps. Should be a free backstab for 1 at least. And that's the smoke down as well. That makes this retake so awkward. 2-on-2. Major does well for 1, but it's a clean 1-tap to leave Sensei in the 1v2. No kit, so he's got to get on this early. He's got to try and get into that site, and he has done so. Trying to isolate these 1v1s now. Charging up short. Finds the 1-tap, but Bialy does one better. Izako Boars have their early pistol down to the last man, but the read was perfect.
So these weapons are going to have the chance to close in the distance and get up to where those Tech 9s, or rather that Tech 9 and those Eagles can be pretty scary. Major, though, while blinded, flicks across, hits the wallbang headshot, and is good for a second then to delay that push a little bit further. Emor also was good for 1 before he went down. The shot, though, by Tau will give some hope back over, but he's going to have to make it happen all on his own now in the 1-on-3. At the very least, the bonus of the bomb plant going down. He maybe take a couple more players to the grave with him, even if he doesn't manage to win it. I think that's got to be the goal, but he's already got the first. And now they're both separated. The flick lands. The head of Engine is gone. It's suddenly all on Paz. The molly holds him off for a couple of seconds as he comes around, gets tagged up, but he's able to find the headshot just about. But how it landed that up shot even. This is getting way too close. Oh, Stomp waiting for the push down mid. He's going to be gifted it. There we go. Sangal.
3 players here for the CT side. 15 seconds. They drop a molly of their own. This is into the meat grinder now for that T side. A second molly comes in. Nothing they can do. The spray downs are epic. Tau gets 1, but it's consolation. 6 seconds. They've got to get bombed down, and Paz has found the critical kill. Izako Boars fluffed their lines at the worst possible moment and are punished for it. The lead is Sangal's. Major tight on the angle as well. Hyper's going to peek it, and his shoulder spotted out. Clean execution on the headshot. Utility comes in, but they've got mollies to stall this if they want to. Spray down instead. Traded 1-for-1 at the very least. Smoke, though, has to go in now. Found, but Major is still alive and kicking. Second Orange's 1-for-1 trade, not good enough. Keeps it competitive at the very least. 3-on-3. That bomb looking to go down, but the molly to deny default plant, and they're going to boost up again. He's planting it behind the fountain, which just about keeps him alive long enough to get those digits punched in. Looking to charge out of coffins on the timing. Tau on the pillar will be the first problem. Engine peeks in without any idea at all as Stomp King gets the second. Sensei. So they will just dodge it down Banana, keeping 3 players up. Finally, their T-side rifle bites find a little bit of success, and it's a straight quick B hit. Just
the problem is, I don't know if he expects Emor rather should be caught off guard and taken down. Indeed, he is actually recording a little bit of damage, but it just doesn't seem to matter. They're mowed down through the smoke by Major as a 5-on-2 is taken by Sangal. They have firm control not only on this round, but probably the map with this.
First man up on those coffins, playing the headshot angle to try and make himself as difficult as possible. Nice pop flash in. Tau, though, has got to deal with this pillar player, and it's a massacre. Major.
Puzzled about that one. We'll see. 3 rounds in a row for an overtime. I mean, in theory, very achievable, but considering how the T-side has gone so far for Izako Boars, it's not looking optimistic, and Sensei has already picked off 2 down mid. This is looking like Vertigo is pretty much decided on already.
Izako looking to use what utility they have. Tau does win the first fight. Orpa, though, quickly there to trade. Sensei down to 12 HP as they look to wrap into the A site. Rotation's already coming through. Tau's actually going to try and cut them off on the backstab, but with limited HP and the bomb on Stomp's back, he leaves a lot on his plate. Tau has gone on a hunting mission to see if maybe he can get one expected, but he'll find the headshot. Major will now be heard retreating. Stomp's going to try and punish that by swinging wide, but the punishment flips on his head. And Tau, with 3 HP, is left on his own, alone in the server, trying to clutch a 1v3, gets his first. He has been on fire in this game. 26 kills to his name, but there is the conversion. It will be.
Back over towards B. Oh, finding a man pushed down as well, though. It is a dig from the USP, not quite enough to get the kill. Can any frags be found by Stomp as he gets the second on Engine? That is a massive find.
Now Tau playing the headshot angle, clean one tap. Major finally opens the account of Sangal, but it's in the 3-on-2. Mono starting to play with fire here. The flank's been expected. Tau no idea at all. Clean execution to bring us back level, and now the CT side in need of some proactivity. They've got Hyper actually pushed down into ladder room. Mono almost directly above him in the elevators. Should be hearing some of these sound cues. Hyper's going to make the call as well as the bomb does make its way over towards this B bomb site. Immor lining up a little bit of utility to maybe give himself a bit of breathing room, but they're doubling back, and Hyper's got the free kill. It's absolute chaos in round 1 on Vertigo, but with 20 seconds left, Hyper has got the bomb at his feet. Major, they know exactly where he is. He's got his knife out for heaven's sake. Still gets the one tap. And into the 1-on-1 we go. 13 seconds left. I don't think Hyper really has to do anything at this point. Waits for his prey. Finds the headshot. And Izako Boars finally get their CT pistol. Give him the fight of a lifetime on that MP9. The utility starts to rain in. 35 seconds left as they want to make their presence known. Bialy out in no man's land. The molly buys him a little bit of room, but he's lost the M4 next to him now. Immor with the first frags. Stomp King trying to play over the top of the smokes. The swinging Bialy can't get it done. It's 3-on-5. The site is theirs. Stomp trying to find what he can. It's a nasty flick top of the smoke to find at least one. But do they know how much damage they found? Do they know how low some of these players are? The backstab's in from Tau. He will get 1 for free. Gets the second on the spray down as well, and that may well tempt them in. 2-on-2. They know exactly where Engine is, seemingly, and they spotted out and dealt with his teammate as well. Headshot angle from Engine hits the first, and it's on to the Orpa in the 1v1. Engine not giving anything initially. Now he starts to peek. He gives a pixel of his head away. Stomp King not biting, not looking to give away his position, to give away that shot, but time is starting to run low. He's got to hit this sooner rather than later. Misses it, and now Engine can escape for free. Sangal will have their first round on the board. Engine just playing target practice, and Stomp King not quite able to hit. Gonna have to turtle in towards these sites. The crack angle in the sandbags, though, will give Hyper the aggression he's after. The early advantage found. Sensei, of course, unconfirmed damage, but they'll know Paz has been tagged down low by that spray. Aggression coming in from Bialy as well. Takes full advantage. Goes a little too keen to be traded down, but still the man advantage there for the CT side in the 4-on-3. The third man has joined them up on A. Major goes down for free, and now that B hit looks to come in. The bomb, with 6 seconds left, though, is never going to be able to get onto that site. They throw the smoke, but it's all in vain. It will be a 4th round. Izako Boars will have the lead, and I think they know the probability of them winning this round is incredibly slim, so hoping that by buying all this time, they do burn some utility, and there's the critical frag. Imor, that's the rifle down for Stomp. That'll be a free recovery as well. Major gets his hands on it. Rotation's starting to come in, but they're going to be a little bit late here and a little bit rushed for Izako Boars. Couple of players now in the site. The T side, again, just stall it down, hoping to bleed out any utility they can before they make a last chance saloon execute into this site. Triple boost. Interesting, seeing if they can get anything over the top. And, well, the scope of the AUG will get them another purchase. They're getting a lot of damage out of this rifle now. Bialy flashback in, won't quite find his timing. And 2 on 3, the site starts to open up. Only 15 seconds left will be the problem. And that molly onto the plant spot could really be the end of it. 10 seconds left. They're going to try and make their way in. Paz with the Glock will try and get this bomb down. So much damage done through the smoke. Frags to be found as well. 1v1 though. And Paz has got himself an AK. Bomb down at the very least. And the low HP Tau playing the high angle will go down to it. Sangal with Deagles and P250 somehow make that round a reality. Already deep back into the site. And Imor up the catwalk taking full advantage. Catches Bialy as he looks to try and maybe line up a spray, a wallbang to try and get some control back on that A ramp. Instead, he finds himself punished.
Makes it even better than just the man advantage that they have. He's actually been spotted, but the problem for Stomp is now he's trapped up in that position. No way to escape as Emor locks his sights in on it and eventually gets himself the kill. Paz then finds the counter-aggression that comes through, and despite being blinded, is good for a follow-up on Tau. Leaving again Mono alone. This time he is at least looking to try and do something about it. With the health that's in play on 3 of those players, honestly, it is kind of winnable, but he doesn't have a kit. Some money, never mind. So Emor's actually crept up on B. Didn't notice they had this early lurker, and, well, it's not going to be expected by Mono at all, rather, at that point. Viper just around the edge of the gap at a smoke there before being spotted, catches Emor off guard. But they do need to move quickly because there's a flank coming through their spawn right now, and Stomp might just give them the opening. Actually peeks in towards Paz and eventually will be punished for it. Needed to take the fight somewhere though as the bomb was moving on towards the bomb site. Unfortunately doesn't win the fight. Now we've got a 4 on 4. As I had said, that flank that was coming through, I think it's actually been abandoned. No, it is still moving in from behind. Now
it's known though, Bialy whiffs his spray, can't quite find the connection he's after. Know exactly where to look. He's at least keeping a couple of crosshairs away from his teammates, but as he goes down 3 on 4, the smokes, they've tried to give themselves a little bit of room. They're getting a lot of damage, sure, but the frags keep going Sangal's way. It's all Tau. He's 1v4, bless him. He's got an MP9 tucked into the corner. It will never land. It's 10-5. They've got HEs lined up for the potential planter, but it just mistimes, just tickles away at 1 as they will get that bomb down. 5 on 5. Let's see what this retake's made of, Sangal. They've got one more smoke, one flashbang straight through it. Fully blinded Sensei. That is not the play, surely. Dinks coming in all over the shop. It's absolute chaos. 2 quick frags, though, for Sangal. And that opens things up. More aggression coming through as Engine trades 1 for 1. And over the top of the smoke, Immel gets more. They've got the kit. They don't need it. They've got all the kills instead in 15 seconds flat. Sangal find a clean retake of A. Of the worst possible season. Stomp King, though, looking to make something of it. Nice opening pick onto Engine. That's one of the rifles down early as well in the B-bomb site.
Yeah, the problem is by the time they find out that the push isn't coming in around the ramp, it's already going to be coming through on B. But Emor, in position, might be able to make it work. He's already gotten 2 and nearly lined up another couple. But at least has done some good damage to give some hope towards Paz, who charges straight through the smoke to try and take control.
Bialy watches from sandbags. Stomp scoped in. He's made no secret of his presence. The flank will come in from Paz. Does he go for the denial? Oh, he spots Stomp out. He gets the spray down, and Bialy, low HP behind the sandbags, is spotted. Imor, he's dead in the grave. Major instead looking to make it a reality, and the spray down connects. 14 for Sangal. They keep on marching on the CT side of things. That was...
I think he's decided not to go quite as aggressive anymore, though. Instead, calling in Major to give him a little bit of assistance, and he's found one above the smoke. He's dropped on top of Hyper, basically. Hyper, sorry, who jumped up, but that's going to be the only kill for Izako Boars. It's traded back to a 3 on 2 suddenly.
How does it keep working out so well? They keep finding these frags that they just have no business winning. Bialy, the next to run the gauntlet, and through the smoke, the timing is not good for him at all. Imor, you can see how satisfied he is with that one. Leaves Mono once again. Spots out Immol, will be able to find the first frag. Buys himself a little bit of room to work with in the 1v2 now. Flank coming in all the while from behind, so he's got to get this bomb down fast. Punches the numbers in. Engine, interestingly, hasn't cleared him yet, so the timing's going to be a little bit awkward. I thought he was going to go all the way through with that clearance. Instead, doubled back, and as a result, it's going to be on Sensei to hit a very quick flick here. He's going to be punished, and Mono's position, yes, it's known, but he's 1v1 now. Smoke and a molly available for Engine. If he mollies off that man, then he might have a chance. He's gone straight through it, though. Time incredibly limited now. Spraying, knifing inside of the smoke. Engine has the kill, but does he have to defuse? It's down to the wire. Surely not another miracle for Sangal. It isn't. Finally, Izako Boars get a little bit of a lucky break their way, and they will have round number 6.
Not quite sure. I had to look back at that one. I didn't give the specifics of what else they were playing at the time. But either way, their season is just not going well, and it's a bit disappointing. An opening kill here again from Sensei, but just with what we got from Izako Boars on both Mirage and Inferno, it is sad to see them kind of go out like this.
Hoped for a little bit more. It's a scrappy fight in mid, but it comes out again in Sangal's favor. 2-on-3. With Tao down on 27 HP as well. This goes from bad to worse. He's out on an island in mid. Nothing he can do as the bomb goes down. Engine a little bit isolated behind the pillar over on B, though. Will be found at the very least. Mono trying to make another run of it. Spots out the second. Takes the leg to get some damage of his own. Has time to play with here. A little bit of room on the clock to work with. Still 50 seconds. They know where he is, but a clean headshot opens things up for him. He's going to swing right into Paz, though, and on low HP. He doesn't have time to react.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's Mac 10s, Tech 9s, and a Galil, as you said, and a very quick charge up ramp. So I admire the attempt, but they've been mowed down by Paz. Shut down by the Oppa Sensei and just cleaned up as Bayali was left alone.
Hey, we stay